Hey guys, LMNTRIX here. Hope you're all doing well and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at an early defensive breach guide for the brand new map Icebox. I'll be covering the offensive side in another video. I'll keep this intro nice and short. I just wanted to say that we hit 28,000 subscribers and I just recently started using Twitter and Instagram again. So if you enjoy my content, then make sure to follow me there as well. I'll have all the links down below. But anyways guys, I hope you enjoy the video. Take care, stay safe, and I'll speak to you guys later. Okay, so starting off on A site, defending, the very first thing I want to say is usually you don't want to play anywhere in this area right over here because the enemy team can easily flush you out with utility. There is one spot though that you can go to, and that's up here. And it's very nice if you're opping or if you're just want to get some quick intel. You can actually see the enemies coming out right over here. As you can see, it's actually right at the entrance. So especially now at the start, people don't really know about this spot. It can be very annoying to go up against. If you're opping, you can get easy 1 or 2 kills there real quick. Now, where I recommend that you play breach from on a site is right over here. The reason behind that is because you have this wall, which you can easily use to flash as the enemies are working their way up right over here. The second reason is because you can assist your team with your flashes down on mid. If you look on the map now, you can actually see where my flash is going to land. If he asks for flash down mid, you can actually put it down into this corner right over here, and it'll pop off here, giving anyone down mid a white screen, basically. And it helps your teammate that's playing mid. Now, what people don't really expect is you to flash off this wall as they're working their way up here. It also flashes people as they're coming up this side as well. So if you have a teammate that is holding anywhere from rafters up here or is playing backside, then you can easily help them by flashing, and then you can peek together. What I usually like to do is start off by playing right over here at this spot at the very beginning of the round. And I like to hear for steps, utility, or anything that the enemy might use. And if they do, I like to just flash right above this wall over here on that edge. And as I'm flashing, I will do a jump. Flash out. Right? So when you do that, you're essentially flashing upper belt, lower belt, and what is that other part called here? I guess nest and behind right pipes there. Right over here. So it's very nice for catching anyone off guard that's playing up here. I've gotten actually several kills like this. It also flashes anyone that is playing, as I said, lower belts right over here, as the flash will come right over there. And it'll even flash the enemy team as they're working their way up from here, right next to nest. So that is a very nice spot. If you want to change it up a bit, you can of course come behind a site nest, and I think this spot is very nice for using your fault line. You can basically target anything, right? Like it goes all the way to upper belts. It even goes all the way to the part, what is it called, pipes over here. So you can really easily target several enemies, and especially if you know that the enemy team is rushing, you can use your fault line to really delay that push. Because that push is going to come from the only entrance, which is right over here. So your fault line, as you can see, covers everything. So if they're stuck here, they won't really be able to move anywhere. They're going to get stunned. I kind of just found this spot, and it might be very useful if you want to change things up a bit. It's a bit of a harder jump, but it's definitely doable. If I can do it. Try one more time. It is a harder jump, but keep in mind you have the start of the round. You have a few seconds to do this. Kind of have to be, oh god, I'm really bad at this. Yeah, the enemy have taken over the side already. let me just get up here.
One eternity later.
Let's try it again. There we go. All right, we made it. Now with a bit of practice, you'll get that down, no problem. It's actually a very nice spot, right? Because they're not going to expect you to be sitting up here, and you don't even have to reveal yourself. You can just kind of sit over here. And once they're starting to push out, you can easily, you know, double cross with your teammate that might be playing behind side over here. And he might be able to distract the enemies pushing out the back side over there. And you can distract the surprise on the enemies pushing up over here. So try this spot as well. You can even do a pretty nasty flash right over here. Or right even like up here on this wall. It'll pretty much get anyone that is pushing up, as you can see here. Flash will appear right over there. Okay, so yeah, there is a very nice use of verticality, which even Breach can make use of. So give it a try, change things up, and yeah, good luck.
How did you find a way to run from the city?
All right, so let's move down towards mid right over here. And just before we do so, I'm going to take a sip from my coffee. Love coffee. Anyways, talking about Breach down mid, I don't really recommend that you prioritize playing him on mids, simply because there are so many different corners where the enemy can hide in, that if you ever want to make an aggressive play, it's not really going to be useful. I mean, you can flash off here if you want, but keep in mind that by the time you're going to have to flash very early on, right? You can't come out here with your flash. You're going to die. You're going to have to flash in cover. And then keep in mind that, yeah, it's a very slow flash. So by the time you manage to reach up here, anyone playing over here would have hidden. The flash has already disappeared. So anyone playing here as well won't even get flashed. So you don't really want to be playing Breach aggressive down mid. If you do want to play in mid though, I recommend from either this spot, of course. You can easily catch a Jet or an Omen kind of off guard up there. Or you can play him right over here and use this spot here to flash. And you're probably not going to kill anyone unless they're working their way down mid, because they can easily go back into cover. But that flash will allow you to get some intel as to what is happening down mid. But if you want to play more of a mid area, what I recommend that you do is you hold kitchen over here and tube. I think holding this area is going to be one of the most important parts of this map, because if the enemy team managed to take over control over tube and kitchen, you've basically lost map control, and they can decide and they control the pace of the game, and they can actually control that round, because they can decide to flank your team towards A, flank your team towards B, do a shorter flank towards B, or even if they're pushing up 2 or 3 people here and they've taken control over kitchen, they can decide to do a split, right? The rest of the team goes B green, or the rest of the team goes through A belt, and you guys go mid to A. So taking control, and that's why I think Breach is kind of important in this area, because he has this utility to really stop a rush and to delay things. So at the start of the round, you don't even need to peek. If you have one of your teammates holding mid, he can give you the intel saying, you know, there are people down mid. If you time this correctly, if you look at tubes right now on the map, it pretty much gets everything, right? As you can see here, if you just stun down tube, they can't really escape anywhere, so they're going to be stunned. And that's why I think Breach stun in this case, it's very useful. One thing I do want to add is if you know that the enemy team is sitting right in this corner right over here, you can actually ult line and then expose yourself right over here and aftershock this. As you can see, it'll pretty much kill anyone that's right over here, and if they're in this corner right over here, it's going to damage them at least for 60. So you can do some pretty serious damage there as well, right? Give that a try.
From the city of the sun, you could have stayed. It's only
Right, so here on B bomb side, I kind of like to hold it a little bit more aggressive, starting off in this spot right over here. Use your fault line. As you can see, it pretty much covers everything. So depending on where you want to use it, either over here or more towards the left side, just in case you know that you hear that they've pushed up over here. You can easily combine it with your aftershock as well. Spot number 1. It's that little cubby back there. Spot number 2 is in the middle. Honestly, you can just stun the middle. Alright. Does damage. It'll kill anyone that's right over here at the closest point of contact. And it will deal 60 damage to anyone that's all the way at the back. And number 3, anywhere towards right over here. And if you see them go into this cubby, aftershock it, hold it at headshot level, free fire, easy kill. So all these little cubbies here are very nice for Breach's aftershock and fault line. If they're rushing you hard, simple flash into this corner, into this box to delay them, and then fall back to yellow. And the reason you want to fall back to yellow is because preferably you're going to have a teammate that is going to be playing a little bit more further back, and he'll be able to give you a call out once they've moved over to the right side of yellow. That's where you pop the first flash. Easy kill. They're on the left side. Easy kill. They're in the middle, or they're further back. Straight through the middle, push up, Anywhere on the container flashed, anywhere back here flashed, even just in front of this box here in this area, they're all flashed. So this box right over here, you have so many different angles to play from, or so many different places to flash. Just keep in mind there is a little bit of a bug, I think, because as you can see, you can't really flash down over here. Just right there for some reason. In the middle as well, I believe there was some spots over here. So just keep that in mind. Like, you're gonna have to be careful of where you're about to flash. The other spot that is pretty nice that you could play him from, and I think it's also a pretty nice flash spot, is back here. Because it'll flash anyone in this area. It'll also flash anyone right over here. It just won't get anyone if they're hugging yellow. Okay? But that is really, really an unexpected flash spot as well. If you've pushed up and B long is clear, you get info from your team that they're down mid into these little corners over here. You can easily ult line either this cubby over here or this one, and then just aftershock it, as you can see, and it'll kill anyone in this corner. I've gotten a kill like that, and I'm pretty sure if I stop getting split and ascent every single time I play unrated, I could definitely try it out more, and also probably get a few more kills with it. You know, guys, that's pretty much it for B side. I mean, I don't really like to play anywhere in the box because it's spammable and you expose yourself to so many different angles. If you want to, you can also play it from right over here, but I don't know. I've found that this area is the best. It's very aggressive, but hey, that's how we like to play Breach over here. So give that a try, see if it works for you. If it doesn't, feel free to fall back a bit. Maybe hold it from backside, as I said, and try and hold from a little bit more of a defensive spot. And ow, crap. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to tell you guys this. Look at this. Look at his ult on the map. Like, if you have your ult, rotate over here to B. Right, at the start of the round, if you hear them pushing, look at this. There's no way these guys are going anywhere, okay? Like, don't be afraid to wait, all right? Don't do it like in the start of the round. Like, wait a few seconds, let them come up, let them get comfortable, you know, and then you do that. Even take out your fault line instantly, clear this cubby just to be sure, and then you've got some easy, you should easily get 2 kills here with this ult. I mean, this is insane. But yeah, as I was saying before, that's pretty much it for Breach on B site. Give it a try, see how it works for you, and yeah, let me know.